Welcome back. With today's SEC deadline for corporations certifying, what's the impact on investors that have been hurt already by illegal accounting practices? Joining us from Houston is Christopher Bebel, securities fraud attorney at He represents hundreds of investors who have lost money through false disclosures. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Bebel. And let me ask you first, how significant is today's certification deadline, do you think?
Well, today is a big day. It's a big day for investor protection. What's going to happen now is that the CEO and CFO are going to have to sign off on the financial statements. Hopefully, this will add some sense of integrity and trust to the marketplace. Investors have been fleeing the marketplace because they have come to the realization, at least from their perspective, that they can't trust the numbers that are being disseminated by the companies. This will help to correct that to some extent. And you have to remember, this must not be viewed in isolation. This has to be viewed in context with the other events that are also occurring to boost investor confidence.
Mr. Bebel, let me ask you this. While these certifications are important today, I guess investors want to know, is this really going to stop another Enron or WorldCom from happening?
Well, if people are intent on engaging in fraud, this is not going to act as much of a deterrent. However, overall, with respect to the vast majority of companies, this will help ensure greater accuracy in the financial statements. Oftentimes, people at the very top, such as the CEO, have tried to engage in willful blindness, have tried to distance themselves from the nuances. But now, this is going to, in all likelihood, cause those people at the top to dig in and find out exactly what has transpired, because it is their signature, their own signature, that appears on the documentation that will be submitted to the SEC.
Of course, critics would say that even the SEC hasn't made it clear if people do not sign what happens, or if there are any ramifications if the statements are not exactly done the way they're supposed to or are false.
Right, that's right. That's a problem that we're struggling with, and I think we're struggling with that problem because this is coming about rather quickly. Usually, when you're looking at the development of laws, things move at a glacial type pace. This is occurring rather quickly. Some of the kinks have not been worked out. There is no penalty that has yet been determined as to those who do not file. In other words, it's not clear what the consequences will be. However, the marketplace will, in all likelihood, punish those companies that do not comply with this law, because the marketplace will sense a sense of insecurity among the officers themselves.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there. Thanks for joining us, Christopher Bebel, securities fraud attorney at Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.